Welcome back, hunters! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate G-Rank Edition. We're going to be tackling the second Metal Wrath, and the one I'm more worried about, Silver Rathalos. So, for the item pouch, I'm bringing along the Demon Drug, Armor Skin, Herbal Medicine, Dung Bombs, and Flash Bombs, because with how annoying Silver Rathalos can be as like an aerial fighting monster, I want something that'll take it out of the sky pretty reliably, so Flash Bombs should hopefully do that. And for this episode, we are going to go into the event quests, and there it is, the Silver King's Slumber. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get the tail off, although maybe I will buy some slicing ammo, because the Sregios Heavy Bowgun, I think, does have the capacity for it. Let's see. Indeed it does, so we'll take some along. We could even try to get the tail off. I doubt we will, but you never know. Okay, so let's just make sure we can get ourselves a good bit there. Okay. Yeah, everything's prepared. We are good to head in for this hunt. And then after Silver Rathalos, we go after Raging Brachydios, who I'm going to take a day or two break recording before I tackle that, because Raging might be more problematic than a lot of other hunts. Regular Brachydios already can be pretty brutal for G-Rank gunning. Okay, so we got that. Let's load ourselves up with Pierce 3. And then we'll take the Demon Drug and the Armor Skin. And I still do wish Monster Hunter would use a different, like, symbol system for how it shows your time buffs or things, just because I don't know exactly how long they last. I don't know if it's like 5 minutes for those, or it's longer. But what I should try to remember from hunting Gold Rathian is to try and aim for the legs if I can. Yeah, and then he'll just do us around like that. Oh, he's actually already on the ground again. Oh, jeez. And he's airborne again. You know what? If he wants to be like that, I will happily fight him like this. It's when he's airborne for, like, just over and over again. He's so frustrating to fight. Yeah, as long as he doesn't do, like, the, big hover and lunge, he actually might be just like how Gold Rathian sort of was. Ooh. Jeez, that was a bit close. Yeah, it feels like they actually improved him from his high-rank version of the fight. Because if I remember right, high-rank really had him... I mean, he still is airborne a fair bit, but it's not any of the really annoying moves. Or it's like the super tracking lunge, or maybe it was Azure Rathalos in G-Rank that had like the lunge and the double lunge. Yeah, like, even that's not all that bad. Yeah, I will happily take him using that move. Oh, not that move, though. Yeah, that's the one I hate. Oh, still got... Oh, actually, I guess... Oh yeah, 21 fire resist. That's why that move isn't as bad as it could be. Calico, get in my way! Ah, you didn't get in my way. I was kind of hoping I could use the Kazza meat shield. Sometimes the game lines up where they actually do serve a good function like that, where they're just in the right position to block a fireball for you. Not always, and not very often. And why did you interrupt your song just because the monster enraged? I could have really used that song you were doing. See, and now you couldn't even get it off. Bad cat. See, you can't even get it off now because you were stupid and decided to interrupt yourself. Yeah, he's... Okay, I think he's staying strictly airborne while he's enraged now. That'll help, though. Keep him grounded for a little bit. Oh, and that'll help even more. You know what? I am going to be greedy and sneak this in. Actually, now that I think about it, Silver Rathalos, I don't think has ever... Or, no, in World, I think he got, like, a... Okay, yeah, get me out of there quick. Pop that in, because that was very close. Okay. Yeah, like back in this game, Silver Rathalos doesn't have his own, like, a unique light bowgun. I think if he does have one, it's shared with, like, the Gold Rathian that I was trying to talk about. I don't think it was until Iceborne he got more of, like, just how the Azure Rathalos light bowgun looks as a silver version. Which is kind of weird, because you would imagine, like, that'd probably be one of the easiest bowguns to just give him, because it's already got a base model. It's just retexturing it so that way it uses the coloring of Silver Rathalos. Oh, that's kind of surprised that actually landed where it did. Although I will definitely take the healing horn going out here. Oh, jeez, he freaking teleported. Oh, the bunny hop! That's still the worst part of Monster Hunter ever since it was introduced. It's just the dumb little bunny hops. I still would actually prefer the game takes out, like, the mounting and hopping aspect, just because it feels so forced to me. Like, you can fight the giant monsters with huge weapons as tall as you are, but then a little hunting knife poking into them is supposed to make them be freaking out after you. I know it's not exactly realistic to how Monster Hunter operates, but there's still some things that you can just kind of see are a bit ridiculous in comparison. You know what? I might actually work at getting the tail off if we can. I don't know if we'll actually have the shots for it, especially with my aim being as atrocious as it is, but we'll still give it a shot. Yeah, go running after us again. Oh, it's at least enough damage to enrage him, so I guess slicing's doing something to his tail. Whether we'll actually have more openings for it, I don't know. Yeah, I think if I had the inventory space to have brought more slicing, I probably could have gotten it off. No, where is Pierce 2? Oh no, I've already used up Pierce 2, that's right. I was trying to figure out where's Pierce 2. I didn't think I had it all used up yet. But no, I have already gone through it. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm surprised. The metal Raths weren't as bad as I thought they were going to be. I mean, certain attacks in combination can be a little difficult to manage, but they aren't super brutal or difficult to really tackle. Okay, we'll keep working for the legs, because as we saw with Gold Rathian, those seem to be the best targets to aim for. Oh, I was even behind his talons there, come on. I'm just going to get back, recuperate, and then head back out. And again, I don't actually know if the demon, or the armor skin and the demon drug have worn off yet or not. I'll probably just use the one, and if I cart, that's when I'll reapply them. There we go, take you down again. I wonder if you need, like, the element to break the heads for the metal Raths. Because, I mean, I know I'm not focusing on it with Rathalos here, like I was Gold Rathian. But usually the heads are super easily broken on all of their subspecies. Or, well, all the other versions of them, I should say. These guys are technically subspecies. I think they're subspecies? There we go. Drop you again. Oh, actually got another flinch off. And yeah, we're being a little bit mean to poor Silver here, but concerning all the homing lunges he's been doing, I think it's warranted. Nope, that was a miss. He does seem to be taking as much punishment as Rathian did, though. Although we are getting him down quite a bit. But I do feel like he's an easier fight than his high-rank version was. I'm not sure if it's also because, like, I've upgraded the armor as far as I can, too. Although, upgrading armor in 4 Ultimate's a bit of a pain just because of how much farming you gotta do for the armor spheres. They're not as generous like they have been in other games with them. Now. Okay, well, at least that'll get him over there after them for a bit. And you know what? If he does come over here... I was hoping to knock him out of the sky there, but I think we just kind of exchanged. Come on, let's see you go down. No, a topple, although I guess we'll just keep working at the head. That's what we've got immediately available. Oh, is he still going to do, like, the shaking out of it? Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. So, if you do have them toppled over while they're, like, flash-bombed, monsters still do take a moment to, like, shake it off and come back to their senses. Come on, let's put him down for good. He's gotta be pretty low now. He's taken as much as... almost as much as Rathian. The only thing I haven't done is made more Pierce 3s. But I'm kind of hoping to save off on them. Just that way I can have those... or have the combination materials more ready for raging. So I think raging is going to need a lot of damage to bring down if we manage it. Oh no, he fell over. How much health do you have, man? Oh, well, we finally actually broke the head. Wasn't even sure you could do that. Yeah, I am really surprised, even with the demon drug, how much health it seems to have over Rathian. Okay, well, there's a flinch. There we go. Yeah, the two... I guess the Metal Raths have closer health pools than I figured. Or maybe even Silver Rathalos has a bit more, considering it took the demon drug a lot of the shots in it. But that's another monster off the roster, and that'll bring us to Raging Brachydios next episode. A fight I do not know how it's going to go. The funny thing was, when I fought it in Generations Ultimate, it was actually rather easy to do, but that's because I was also using the light bowgun with the Adept hunting style. And the Adept in that game is just broken because of how easy it is to avoid a lot of stuff. Being in 4 Ultimate, back with the huge explosion radius and not having the, like, super dodge, I'm expecting a rough time. I think there might be some things from Raging will mitigate, because we're going to be at a distance. Because, from what I remember of Raging back in, like, his pre-Iceborne form, well, his Iceborne form also has it, but he'll build up the explosive slime on him, but if you can attack that, it, like, drops off and leaves an explosive puddle. Ooh. Thank you for the gift of the mantle. Jeez, that's a mantle from both Silver Rathalos and Gold Rathian. You know what? I will take that. Okay, maybe if we do successfully hunt Raging Brack, that'll be another of the age texts done, but I can't remember how far along I'm in on them. I've got Molten Tigrex, a Cantor, I think it's Apex Seregios I just unlocked with them, so I think there's still like 2 or 3 others before there's like almost like an urgent to tackle to open more. It takes quite a bit of grinding for the age texts. But let's take a look at the Silver Rath gear, because usually Silver Rathalos' gear is pretty handy to have in G-Rank. Yeah, Tenderizer Expert Pierce Up. It doesn't offer recoil or reload, which you really want to have in G-Rank for gunners, but it still might be a decent set to try going for, since he wasn't that bad of a hunt himself. And then it is basically just the recolor of the, actually, gunner, looks like, are the gloves this? Oh, I didn't even unlock the gloves to preview. Okay, so there are some changes between the gunner and the blade master for other parts. The chests look to be the same, though. Yeah, nothing there to look at. Nothing there either. Oh, we do... See, this is kind of the hybrid style that the Gold Rathian Silver Rathalos weapons can come as. It's like a mix of the gold and silver together for certain looks. That's the Blossom Mauler. And yeah, I guess I don't have anything to show off there. Just gonna look and see if there's anything else that has, like, the two. The handmade frog. That's an interesting hunting horn look. The port smark. Oh! Yeah, the 3 ultimate hammer. Like she uses to ring the gong in the place. Oh, that's a neat pair of dual blades for Gogmazios. And here's another one, Platinum Dawn. Again, some Gold Rathian, Silver Rathalos for looks. But with that, we are good to bring this episode of Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate G-Rank to a close here. Thank you all very much for joining on this episode of the series. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to comments right down below. And until I do see you in the next video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.